There are important steps which have been announced in this regard as far as the budget is concerned. Giving a statutory backing to Aadhaar and making it mandatory for those who want the benefit of any form of government subsidy or advantage. And therefore, wherever the funds of the government or the state governments comes in, they can make it necessary for you or compulsory for you to have this identification, because the same man doesn't claim the benefit 5 times over and the most deserving family gets the benefit. I think this is a very significant reform. There are a series of capital market related and FDI reforms. I think the most significant being that agricultural produce produced in India and products manufactured in India out of that, we have allowed 100% FDI in them. So that the wastage as far as the agriculture is concerned, this will improve the quality of food available, and most importantly, this will help the farmer itself because his produce doesn't go waste. I think one of the reforms which has gone relatively unnoticed, and that relates to the most unreformed segment of the Indian economy, which is the state transport. You have cities after cities which don't have a structured transport system. And therefore, I have proposed using entry 35 of list 3, which is a concurrent list subject, that we'll have the enabling central legislation and the amendments to the Motor Vehicles Act, which completely frees up this sector from this quota permit raj which exists in the states. And therefore, people will be entitled to put in there more buses, more competition, better facilities as far as consumers are concerned. And I think a lot of, it will also address unemployment issues as far as the states itself are concerned. The listing of the GIC companies, the pilot project for the fertilizer DBT being used in certain districts, the gas exploration, the deep sea gas exploration on a market discovered price based on certain principles, the resolution of disputes in relation to infrastructural projects. I think these are very significant structural reforms which have been announced in this budget, which go on to help the Indian economy itself. Taxation simplification. And I think in this whole process, some of the simplifications which have been brought about are extremely important. We have, for a very large section of taxpayers, small traders, small workshop owners, professionals, and covering an overwhelming majority of these segments, moved on to presumptive taxation. And hopefully, if the next financial year is politically not as obstructive as the last one, we'll be able to push through many more reforms, and I am sure beat the target that Arvind has set in the economic survey itself.